Unmuted.
Ryan.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, I can. Sorry, my headphones were. I have no idea. A little feedback. Are the speakers on your PC?
Yeah, it is, but I could be. I'm also in a room that has a lot of echo. Let me just
Oh.
call. I'll call them.
Okay. Do you have the number? I can get it for you.
Yeah, yep, I have it here.
Oh, you do? Okay, I'll wait. It's not that bad though. Does it still sound? Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's probably better if you call in. It seems like there's a lot of feedback happening. Yeah, I think. Let me get the number. I'll chat it to you. Here's the number.
All right, so I'm in now. Now we have feedback.
Oh, yeah. So we will. Yep.
I just muted
There
it.
we go. There we go.
I
That
just
should
muted
help.
mine,
How's it
so
sound?
we're good.
Okay. So that's all good on your end? Not so much feedback anymore?
Yep. No,
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
fine.
All right. Cool. Good. Yep. Nope. It sounds good to me too. All right. Thank you. Sorry about that. We both had some audio stuff happening. And thanks for jumping on so quickly. So I guess I was looking at your website, and I mean, tell me a little bit about what you're looking for. It looks like you currently offer what we have. Are you looking to change or?
To a lesser extent, we do. I'm looking for something to replace like a Zoom.
Yep. Okay.
So, and right now, I mean, our conference bridge allows for conference calls and some limited screen share, but not a real webinar experience.
Got it. Okay.
So I was looking for something that had good call, that could do it, that could compete with Zoom and GoToMeeting or BlueJeans or even Chime. And I found you guys online. Wanted to see where you guys are at in your development. If the solution, I mean, how? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, we compete head to head with Zoom, GoToMeeting, BlueJeans, all of those. We're all in the same space. We all do a little bit of the same thing, and some things we do differently, and some things they do differently. And we're actually we're really building out our white label and our integrations channels right now. So it's kind of really good timing for you that you found us and wanted to chat about it a little bit. Just a little bit about the company, because if you found it online, maybe did you find Callbridge specifically, or did you find IOTM first?
I found Callbridge first.
Okay. All right. So you might notice that my signature is IOTM and our domain is callbridge.com. So IOTM is the company that owns and operates several different conference brands. Callbridge is our move forward into the next generation brand in terms of the integrated platform, the audio video web platform, and in terms of what we are putting out there for all white labeling, whether that's a reseller or an affiliate model or an agent. Oh, sorry, I work remotely and my dogs are barking. I apologize.
No, I do
So
too. No problem.
okay, most people do these days, so it's good. Lucky for me to understand. So anyway, that's really the one that we're going forward with. You might have also heard of freeconference.com. We own that. IOTM is based in Canada. Well, we're co-located actually. We have an office in LA and we have one in Toronto. I work out of the Southwest Florida area remotely. And then we have remote employees in other locations, including the UK as well. So Free Conference has been around and doing its thing for over 30 years. And IOTM has been operating a conferencing platform they started in Canada, in Toronto, with something you've probably not heard of. It's called Cauliflower. It does full audio worldwide, and maybe like your platform, it does a little bit of the online, but not really. There's no screen share, no video. Yeah, exactly. It's like an enhanced audio, but that's where they started. Then they bought the Free Conference platform and all of the other brands that go with it, and enhanced Free Conference, launched CallBridge, and here we are. The network itself is a full mesh network. We have POP3s.
I was going to say, are you running on Azure or AWS or something like that? Because the quality is pretty poor. Yep. That's the reason why I asked.
Well, when you say that, in terms of the echo that was happening or the connection.
The jitter, the jitter I'm getting on your side is significant. So it makes me assume that you guys are not running dedicated servers with QoS. You're probably running Azure or AWS, right?
We are on AWS, and I'm not a developer or a tech. I'm more on the business development, like sales, account management side of things. It could also be that my network is not fantastic right now. I don't know. You sound fine to me. I'm guessing if I called in on my mobile phone, we'd take the internet completely out of the equation, and it would be a little bit better.
Let me do something real quick. Let me try a different number,
sure.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yep. Sorry, I've got this in presentation mode because I was doing a webinar and that's what I had it on, so I need to change that. I'm gonna do that. So is that better? Hold on. There, I just switched my webinar mode. How was that? Did you call in differently?
Yeah, I called in using through Atlanta opposed to. Now we're upstairs.
No, that's okay.
There
I'm muting your. There you go.
Yeah, I just muted me. So yeah, I called into Atlanta, not through Phoenix, and so see if that made change the difference. And you dialed directly? Are you using a third party phone, or are you dialing? Are you just plugging in through the app?
I'm on Chrome actually. I'm using the WebRTC.
Okay, perfect. So you're using the CallBridge platform to facilitate the calls.
Correct. Yes, correct.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, and it could be that dialing a different number connected you through to one of our different servers. I'm not sure. That's definitely more of a developer tech question. They can go through all that. We have a I don't even know what you call it, a call manager, a call detail manager that captures all of those details, where you're connecting, what's going on, and jitter and all of that. So that's something we can look at too after the call.
Yes, send this call when you're done, because the jitter's really, really bad. So if you could send the call over to them, see this is the reason this is important, because it's obviously be the platform we use.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. And you can see if you look at your, well, I'm not sure. You can actually test or look at your own connection and do a connection test on there.
I have dedicated fiber here, so.
Oh, so.
Let me see here. Avoid. I'm going to look up. I can see what my current performance is on this. So my MOS score is a 4.8. So I don't know why it's. I digress. Let's. The functionality is the most important thing right now. We'll figure out how to make the calls transverse with more clarity. I mean, like I said, it could just be a bad connection. Did I lose you?
I apologize. I closed my own window out trying to look into a different window at this. I'm sorry about that. Where did I lose you when we were talking about the sending the call details over?
Yeah, like I said, I would just have your team look at the calls on your side just to check for call clarity. And worst case scenario, you can always just dial in.
Right. Yeah. No, I completely understand. I was on a call with India about just a few hours ago, and that was a flawless call. So it could very well be something in my network that's, kind of infiltrating. I'm not sure. We can definitely have them look at that. And I was saying when I hung up is I'd be happy to give you a test account so you can kind of do your own testing there, connect in different ways and see what you find on your own.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I like to see how the video calls work, because the majority of it is going, the big reason why is point-to-point, point-to-multipoint video. That's our biggest hurdle right now. But anything else cool you guys have, that'd be great if you could share with me. What should I be testing, in the trial?
So, and I can turn my video on too. I don't know if you have video that you want to switch on or not, but I mean, you can definitely turn it on. So what I would do is I would test from test a couple different connections. Do you have remote colleagues you can have connect via Chrome or the app?
Yeah, we do, and the app we use is based off of the app we designed is based off of Counterpath.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're familiar with Counterpath.
No, I'm not. Possibly, I'm sure some.
Have you heard of Bria 5?
Okay, so.
I'm trying to change my camera.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah. You have to go through the settings and pick the right one.
Yeah.
If you have multiple ones.
Yep. I do, and
that's okay. That's all right. I would test the video. Anyway, I would connect remotely, get a few people to join via the app, via the web browser. Maybe people call in if you want to. I guess that's up to you. Maybe test the mobile apps. We do have the full mobile app on Android, and you can test the WebRTC on Android, and you can do WebRTC audio on iPhone. But as you probably already know, that's not the full video experience isn't available on iPhone yet for the WebRTC. We have screen sharing and whiteboard, as well as account customization. And I'm not sure how much of that lends itself to integration, but you can certainly test all of it in your test account, in your demo account.
And so so if we were looking, and it was mentioned that you do have white label options, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, absolutely.
So we could, that's huge for us, right? We'd love to have this be a white label option. So we're not saying, hey, we are a partner with Chime, like Vonage would do.
Correct.
Or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be fully brandable. Yeah. Fully brandable. I can send over a deck on the white label, and as well as our corporate deck and tech stacks. You can review those as well. That will probably be more helpful to you, just looking through that. But yeah, we do have the full white label option. We have providers right now that are offering it. So we have, I don't know if you've heard of PCCW in Hong Kong, but they've rebranded this platform called End-to-End Conferencing out there. So it's fully, there's no transparency. There's no, that it would be your product, branding, logos, everything would be 100% yours on your
That's awesome.
site, however you choose to.
And do you guys have a big white label community yet?
It's growing. PCCW is huge, right? I'm not like, feel free to look into them. They're bigger out in Hong Kong and the UK. We have a white label in Nigeria that we're launching and one in India. So right now, geographically, we're going out to markets that we don't have a strong presence in, and we probably won't ever have a local presence in. And telcos out that way are looking to relabel, to re-sign it. In the US, we don't have a VoIP provider, contact center, or anything like that, such as what you guys are doing, that would be a competitor of yours. So I think that would be a plus for you.
So, so the end goal for us would be to include this. If we can find a way to integrate it seamlessly, we would want to add this to about 80% of our customers.
Okay.
So existing customers may be a little bit more of a challenge, but new customers, we've incorporated into the cost. And you could see, this year we'll probably do 50,000 new customers.
Okay, that makes sense. So that would be, that would be your model. So it would just be part and parcel to what you're currently offering and rolled into your platform as, we have contact center, we have this, and then here's our collaboration piece.
That's precisely it.
Okay. All right, great.
We have developed a limited RTC. It's limited, and to be honest with you, it's not up to snuff, right? We don't even want to demo it because all the other things that we've created that are amazing. This is not it. So we want to go with. Let me try this. You go with somebody that actually has a solution that can meet enterprise needs.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Right. Yep. That makes sense. So I think the action items here. Well, there's going to be 3 of them. First and foremost, I want to create your account so you can do all the testing you want. Send you over the deck so you have a better idea of the technology behind the platform, and how it performs and what we use. And then I would like to schedule a follow-up call with probably our CEO would be the best person for that. Jason Martin, he likes to get on all of the white label calls, and he can give you a much better idea of how that would all work, as well as tell you a little bit more about our plans and our white label.
Sure.
Our strategy. So he just got back from Japan, I think, on Saturday. So I'll check his schedule and see when a good time for a follow-up call might be. But maybe later this week, if you have some time, we could jump on with him.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm actually going to be in Salt Lake City tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
But we'll be back on Wednesday. To the extent that so if Wednesdays are open, that'd be great for me. It'd also be great just to understand what your white label partnership looks like. Because if we go down, if you guys have, if you have price points that you have to meet.
Yep.
Yeah. If you have price points you have to meet, I just need to make sure they're in line with what we need them to be at from a white label partner. And if there are commitment levels we need to look at too, we'll do that, right? When we started with Counterpath, right? They wanted X, but we ended up having to buy 50,000 seats to make it work. So we need to look at what size we need to be at to make the financials work.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll send that over to you as well. Sorry, I completely forgot. We do have a Callbridge white label, financial sheet that kind of walks through that. But we do like to right size the offering for the providers. So we work on a rev share model, and there are minimums, but we can work around with the percentages and the minimums to fit what is right for you. Not everybody's at the same point in their growth. 50,000 seats is aggressive for what you had to do before, but I don't think the minimums are out of hand or industry level crazy or anything like that. So I have no doubt that they would seem like a reasonable path to go down. But I can send all that over as well, so you can look at it.
So perfect. Yeah, if you could, so the more information you give me, the better off. So, and then I'll have my team. I'll have a couple folks on my team join in.
Okay. Yeah.
And then once they're in,
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So, and hopefully next time I'll have my video working.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And my dogs won't bark. So you can. So with the account that I'm going to send over to you as a demo, as the administrator, you can create multiple users. So if you've got other people that you want to bring in and have them test with you, you certainly feel free to create as many of those accounts as you'd like, so that everybody has their own, user login to play with.
Perfect.
And yeah. And are you, do you operate globally? I guess I'm kind of getting at this from do you have customers in the UK? Do you have customers in different areas, or is it mostly US, Canada?
Today it's U.S., Canada. We're looking at Mexico in the next 6 weeks, and then we'll expand down South America and Europe.
Okay.
The problem is, in order to maintain call quality, we made a strategic decision to not use AWS or likes. So we have to actually physically build out these data centers, which is a costly scenario, but we're just co-locating in like Equinix and digital reality and things like that.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right.
So, and I didn't know if that was an option for if that's even technologically possible to hold your source code on our servers just to ensure call quality within our platform.
I don't know. I will.
And that's a question down the road, but.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So that's something I would ask my COO. So I think it would be good to take a look at that might even become more apparent in the documentation. And if you have follow-up technical questions that you want to ask like that, we certainly can involve Noam. Noam Tomczak's our COO, and he jumps on calls like that all the time when needed. So he's probably the best one to review that and go over it with you. So I don't know the answer about that. I can ask him, but for you to have a more direct discussion would probably be more beneficial too. So we can
and one more question. You said I noticed that there's integration into Outlook. How does that work? In your YouTube streaming. How does all that work? That looks really cool.
So the Outlook is an Outlook plugin. You add it and it populates into your, I don't use Outlook anymore, but it populates into your email. And then when you click on that icon, it spits out your conference details. So you can schedule right from your Outlook calendar.
So it's a plugin.
It's a plugin, yeah. It's not full integration into Outlook. However, live streaming is fully integrated. Allow me to share my screen for a minute here. So in our dashboard, so behind your user login where you manage your account, we have a section where you can actually set up your YouTube live dashboard. So you have to do that separately, right? You have to go to YouTube, you have to get a live dashboard. I did it by myself. I didn't even need my 15-year-old to help me, so it was great. Like, it can't be that hard, right? So you put the pieces of information that they provide you here, and then you can actually live stream just by checking a box and clicking on live stream. Anything that you're recording, you can live stream. So it becomes a downloadable MP4 file after it's completed. So that can be sent. It becomes a file on YouTube after you've live streamed it. So you can operate, you can have on both platforms. Of course, the YouTube live streaming is people watching the broadcast, but it does give you a virtually unlimited audience, as opposed to having, a certain number that you can have in your online webinar.
No, that's great. So if we had an event that we were not looking to have customer participation, so we were looking to introduce a new product, we could say, hey, see it here live streamed on YouTube at this link.
Yep, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one piece is very seamless. There's no problem with it. I mean, it's just clicking it and there you go.
Well, so I'm super excited to get all this information over and to start diving into it.
Great. I will get that all over to you. You can expect a barrage of emails from me, or I will just attach a lot of things to one, depending on how that breaks out. And then, of course, send you your account credentials over, and we'll look to schedule a call later this week. I would say possibly Thursday or Friday if you're available, or Wednesday. I don't know. I'll have to look at Jason's schedule too.
Perfect. And single sign-on is available?
In terms of when you integrate it to your platform?
Yeah, like say we use, so we want to be able to sign in, have our customers sign in directly from our app.
Right. So that would require probably some type of API integration.
We could probably figure out some type of single sign-on.
I would think
some single sign-in information.
I mean, I know that Callbridge as a standalone, you have to go to Callbridge and then you log in with your credentials. I know that's the same on our partner pages. So if I'm on the PCCW network, I would go to, mycompany.entoneconferencing.com and sign on. I would imagine there's some piece that can be built to allow for that, but I don't know that I have a real-world example to provide to you. It doesn't seem like it would be, technologically unreasonable. But let's talk to Noam about that as well.
We use single sign-on right now. So if you sign on to your computer, whatever Microsoft, it'll log in through it'll provide the same credentials. It's just basic translation. You may not do it. If not, hopefully your engineering team may see some value in it, and we can push it from there.
Yeah, for sure. It makes sense to me. Okay. All right, great. So I will get that over to you, and then we will follow up.
Fantastic. I look forward to diving into this.
All right. Me too. Thanks, Ryan. We'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.